Hello, my name is Ekim Maurer. I'm the Director of Technical Product Marketing at NS1, and today I want to talk about democratizing delivery and seamless observability for optimal application performance, or short, NS1's Datadog integration. What do we need? You have heard the saying, it's always DNS. And a lot of issues that happen because of DNS outages, and DNS failures. Our customers wanted to give their entire teams visibility of DNS performance without actually giving them access to DNS itself, because that can really prove to be a problem. As a way to give everybody the visibility, Datadog integration was highly requested, and so we delivered. What did we deliver? We built an outgoing integration first. That outbound integration, so from NS1 towards Datadog, is the first part. It supports the ability to troubleshoot DNS. So you can near real-time monitor what the NS1 performance metrics are like directly in your Datadog dashboard. Why is that important? DNS is important for multiple vectors when you look at data availability metrics. When DNS is hit by a query, it is signaling intent. The volume of intent can be seen as a reason for many things that will come in the near future. So if you are seeing a lot of traffic coming towards a certain DNS endpoint to a certain DNS domain or a certain zone record, what you will end up is you will see that traffic hit your actual application very shortly thereafter. It could be as extreme as being an early alert system for a DDoS attack, usually by a few seconds. It could be also indication of an outage when you see certain DNS queries being repeated over and over again by the same clients, and the resolution gives back a system, but the same client requests it again. That's atypical behavior. So the ability to real-time monitor performance is very, very important for gaining an ability of early detection of problems and also to troubleshoot DNS itself. Obviously, the traffic trends over time. Which zones are queried most and which are queried least? How much traffic comes from a certain region? Do I have certain areas of the world where I have a higher or lower presence? All those information will help us, will help you, will help the customer for plan expansions as they seem fit and required. Again, it gives you an indicator towards what's required. And again, having that observability in a single platform helps to correlate that data with other data sources. And finally, NS1 is a SaaS service. You are buying to certain levels of packages, to certain levels of consumable data, and the ability to monitor it and set up overage alerts, being able to basically mitigate any form of accidental overuse is critical. And this accidental overuse is usually not in the purview of the DNS administrator teams. It usually comes from other teams that need access, but the DNS infrastructure data is way too critical to give them access directly to that part. Datadog allows us to share that information with anybody that desires to see that information without creating risk of management or giving people rights into the system. How does it work? We have our API endpoints. This is something that NS1 is very clear about. We build everything based on APIs. So our API endpoints are running against the agents from Datadog. They run on a customer managed server, obviously the agent collects the API queries, reports other information like the QPS and usage statistics out to the agent using the metrics connections. And all of those data is correlated, brought together, and submitted as metrics and events to the Datadog platform, where you have the infrastructure monitoring, your dashboards, and your metrics collection, as you know. But we also have created an inbound integration, because DNS is not just the data source. DNS is, as we said, intent. DNS is a place to take decisions and to take action against. So you can create Datadog monitors for anything that you want, which tie back with a webhook integration through Datadog, send it as a feed to NS1. The NS1 API endpoints receiving that feed will see Datadog as a connected and trusted data source, and then allows you to make changes to up and down status, performance feeds, any information that you want to monitor your DNS system's pointers. So if a certain application has performance issues, we might want to redirect all users to another spot. Datadog captures the degradation, updates NS1, and NS1's system automatically takes action required to redirect all clients from their current connectivity endpoint to a new one by changing the DNS records. So it does not just help you to monitor information about NS1. Actually, NS1 becomes an actionable platform for data collected by Datadog overall. The whole idea is API-driven automation and a circle of events. NS1 updating Datadog, Datadog back updating NS1. In that format, we are able to mitigate, understand, and take action on any outbound and outwards facing impact, as well as any form of connectivity that we need to be aware of or that Datadog users want to take action on. So how does it look? When we go into our dashboard from Datadog, we can see a little bit of an NS1 dashboard with billing information. How many queries did you have? What is the query limit? Obviously, this is a test system with very little queries. We're just 19 queries, while we are basically allowed to have 5 million, which really helps. But we also, in the past 30 days, saw like 10K requests, most of them being in the past 24 hours. And obviously, these are average information parts. In the past hour, over 3,000 records were queried. This is information that we can use, especially if we are looking at the average QPS trends over the month or over the day, to make more informed decisions on how our DNS is utilized. Even if you have the data over years. As I said, in our demo environment, we just ran data for a few minutes, so we have a rather limited output. But the information itself that you can see here is exactly the same information that the NS1 users would see in their dashboards, but now it allows you to correlate it more. You can see information, as you said, about other months, days, but you also have information about zones, records. You can see certain time to live parameters in your internal testing systems, and you can report on usage statistics. How many networks were used? Which networks, and with networks, we mean the points of presence that NS1 provides in this case. How many were endpoints that are undefined, and how many were actually running on our full system, which you can even make more granular if you drill down and enhance the API information with metadata on our end to actually give you more information. Same thing for the tops on zones. Zones were queried, but we don't have enough metadata associated on our end to really tell you what it is. But overall, Datadog allows us to see all data, even data that is not tagged. And that's the reason why we explicitly didn't want to tag them in here, to be able to show the abilities from Datadog to showcase all forms of information, labeled or unlabeled, and display it so the end user can make sense out of it. We also report data about our decision-making engine Pulsar, where we can see how many decisions were made in the past hour, month. The same idea as with the DNS queries. You see everything else. And as our platform progresses with the introduction of our cloud-managed DDI product, you'll also have the abilities to see more information about DDI as soon as it's populated in your environment. I hope this gave everybody a little bit of an understanding how NS1's data integration with Datadog looks like, and we hope to see you again at next event. Thank you very much and have a wonderful day.